popper. If you change that to popper now.
I change that to popper.
Yeah,
so
okay.
Set to popper.
That's it, and then just hit set again, and you should go back to laser, and you should be back to Romeo. Okay.
If I hit it again, it should come up as popper. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. No. Your laser rangefinder stays as your code as popper.
It does. Yes, that's Romeo.
Yeah.
But if I then hit it again to check, it's LST and it's popper.
So just to confirm then, LST is popper and laser rangefinder is still Romeo.
Correct.
Yeah, fine, cool. So, look, it's probably something we won't use there because we haven't got a CPG, but the idea is, I mentioned it before, that if you've got two Apaches, one's got a target lased but has got no Hellfires left, but another one has, he can fire even from a better position. So, say for example, I'm 9 or 10 clicks away from a T90 and can't get a good line of sight on it, another one can fly around and flank it to get to better and stay below the trees, and that's where we use that. You know, we talked about low ball, lock on before launch and lock on after launch.
Yes.
The guy that's firing the Hellfire will then send that as a low R lock on after launch. So what that does then is the Hellfire will fire without having a lock on, and as soon as it takes off, then it'll start searching for the laser that's being sent from the thingy. But again, we'll come to that when you really need two people for that. So anyway, that's enough of that. So we've got video, so let's go to the F10 map now.
F10.
Okay, it's looking very busy. So if you zoom in, so can you see at the minute, obviously we've got the yellow diagonal boxes everywhere, or the diagonal lines that are the borders in effect. So near the top,
yes,
you can see that blue box up in the top left-hand corner, which is the operations area for Alpha FARP. Okay.
Yep.
So from here, you can obviously see where we flew yesterday. You can see where the MASH is, where we took that pilot yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Our main area of operations, or where we're having to constantly fight, is up in the northeast. So can you see in the northeast corner of the blue operations area, you've got
UH cargo, BMP.
That's it.
Container white. Yep.
So that outpost there is constantly being badgered by Red Forces. Okay. Now, I'm a Patreon, so I've got it set that my current takeoff point each start of mission, apart from when I go to the basic ones like Alpha, Bravo and Charlie, I can spawn at Black Horse, which puts me a little bit closer. Now it's a Patreon slot.
Right.
So basically I've got 2 slots, and I think it costs about £7 a month, but that basically means I can put 2 aircraft anywhere I like on the map to be closer to the front. Right. I mean, it supports the server and everything, but it's just nice just to be able to get to the front a little bit more. So anyway, basically, what I'm going to do in a minute, I'm going to give you a couple of coordinates, and what we'll do one coordinate. So we'll set your base of operations here, so I'll talk you through how to set that one, and I'll give you one waypoint as Black Horse, so that if we fire for our ammunitions past Black Horse, we would then come back and rearm and refuel at the Black Horse FARP instead of having to come back to Alpha.
Okay, Black Horse.
Okay.
FARP.
Okay, so what I'm going to do then is go back to F1. So, I've got my measuring coordinates, waypoints. That's Minac, and then Black Horse. Okay, there it is. Okay, so I generally recommend when you're putting coordinates like this in on the ground, you're better doing the coordinates and all your mapping stuff using your left MFD, because it's right next to your keyboard, so you don't have to keep it across. Okay, so if you go to where's it gone? So the TSD button on the left MFD, and I'm just going to mute my voice attack, otherwise it's going to start firing missiles and stupid shit like that probably, and I don't want that while I'm here, so right, so just bring that down. So first thing we want to do is we want to set a waypoint for your base of operations. Okay,
Right.
so you always know where your home is.
Right.
So the best way to do that is, you've got TSD now. Can you see B6? So bottom 6 is point.
Point, yep.
Press that.
And that comes
Okay.
up with
So basically,
my
we're going to
current
do. Yeah. So can you see now on the left buttons? So left 1, you've got 0.01. Okay. And then you've got add below it. Yeah.
I've got point C51.
Right. That's because what it does is put all the right. Okay. Then let's just. I forgot about this nothing. So TSD. So hit the TSD button again.
TSD.
Okay. And then the T5 button, which is coordinates.
5 coordinates.
Yeah. And then the T1, which is waypoints.
Yep.
Is that blank?
No, I've got a whole load. T1, T2, T3, T4, T5, T6.
Ah, right. So if you press T1 though, the T1 button, waypoints.
T1, yep.
And that should be clear. You should have no waypoints in there.
Let's go back to chords. No, still got them in there.
So coordinate.
Goes back to the map, come back to chords. They're still there.
Right, okay, but I don't think the whiskey zeros are there. So what we'll do then, so TSD,
TSD,
okay, point, okay, and then basically you've got left 2, which is add.
Yep.
Click that.
I got WP now.
Yeah, okay, lovely. So then, and then hopefully have you then got a T1 ident WP?
Ident WP, correct.
So hit T1. Okay. Now that brings
T1
up
RPT.
T1 WP. It should be if you press that and it boxes it.
Right, that's boxed. Okay.
Okay. Now you've got ident on your keypad now.
I have, yes.
Okay. Type in there LZ.
LZ, enter.
Enter. Yeah. Okay.
3.
And in there, in your free, just put ALP for alpha.
ALP.
And
So,
enter. Okay.
ALP, and enter.
Now what it's done is give you some coordinates there. Now that is the coordinates of your current aircraft. So hit enter again.
Okay, enter.
And the
So
altitude.
what was ALP then?
I'll explain that in a second. So hit enter. So
Altitude 1324.
that's exactly where you are. So hit enter again. Now you'll notice on your TSD you've now got a circle around your aircraft.
I have.
Yeah, which is it 01?
It is.
Lovely. Okay, so this is the very basics of it. So if you get into the habit of doing that, then that way you always know where your home plate is. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's done that. So I'm going to do that one. Okay, so now I want you to put in another waypoint. So click on add.
Add.
And it's probably got Whiskey 02, has it, above?
It's got WP.
Waypoint.
Ident WP. And it's got, in the black box, at the bottom of the screen, it's got W02.
Okay.
WP, ###.
Right, I'm not sure what's happened there then. So hit TSD again.
TSD.
Yeah. Point.
Point.
Yeah. Then left 2 is add.
Add. Ident
Okay.
WP.
Yeah, so hit left 1 to bring it up on the keyboard again. Yeah. Got that?
I have, yeah.
Okay, so I think with this one we're just going to put, what is it? now, yeah, type in FC, and I'll come back to what these mean in a minute. Foxtrot Charlie.
Foxtrot Charlie.
Foxtrot Charlie. Enter.
Enter.
Oh, it's flashing. Right, I'll tell you what we're going to do then. So, on the ident, don't worry about it for now. Then what we'll do is just clear that, clear the FC,
clear,
and just hit enter. And then,
free.
Yeah, free. Just put in BLK, and that's for Black Horse, which is the fart.
BLK.
Okay, yeah, enter. Right, so now I'm going to give you these coordinates to type in. So at the minute you've got the lat long. I want you to use your right arrow. Well, actually, just hit clear. Okay,
so on lat long.
Okay, cool, and stand by for these coordinates. So, where's it gone? There. So it's 37 Sierra.
37 Sierra.
Charlie Alpha.
Charlie Alpha.
And then 5046.
5046.
4173.
4173.
Hit enter.
Enter. Altitude 1500.
Near enough. So hit enter. Okay. So that has now created a waypoint, and that'll be waypoint 2 as the Black Horse fart, which we'll come to in a moment. Okay. Right. Next one then, and it's only one we'll need now because this will be the area of operations we'll be flying around initially. Is so if you go to TSD again,
TSD,
point, add.
3.3. Yep.
Yep, that's it. I then just don't bother, just hit enter.
Enter. I didn't have the ident up there, just come up with a blank row.
Is it? Okay, let's try that again then. So go to TSD.
TSD.
Yep. Point. Then add. Yeah. And then left 1 for the waypoint.
Okay, yeah, got to box it. Okay,
yeah.
My mistake.
That's right. Okay, and then so just hit enter.
Enter.
Okay, free text is put, just type in OP. That's it, outpost. OP, Oscar Papa.
Enter.
Okay.
And then long.
Okay, so clear that again.
Clear.
Okay, and type in 37 Sierra Charlie Alpha.
37 Sierra Charlie Alpha.
And then 5898.
5898.
4971.
898 4971.
Hit enter.
Enter.
Altitude
1597.
Oh, spot on. So hit enter.
Done.
So now you've got 3 waypoints. Okay. If you go to TSD again, okay, and if you do your zoom, you might see up to something like 100. Change the range, to 100 or 150.
Okay.
And you should see those waypoints.
Yes, I've got them. Yep.
Lovely. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to create a route with those waypoints, and this is quite simple actually. Okay. Again. So with TSD on, can you see RTE, which is B5 button?
RTE, yeah.
Yeah. Press that. Okay. And then. L2 add. Okay, and then above it, point. So it's got question mark. Press that.
Add point.
Yeah, your keyboard's come alive now. So type in that Whiskey 01.
Whiskey 01. Enter.
Yeah. Okay. So now, on the right-hand side of your TSD screen, can you see the word end?
I can.
Okay. So press the button next to that.
I'll add it before that.
It'll add it before that. After that, that's it. Yes.
Got end,
Okay.
and then LZ01.
Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. So now, LZ02. That's it. That's got that. Roll down. Okay,
I'm glad I remembered to put OBS record on for this.
Yeah. Again, mate, it's one of those that once you've done it a few times,
exactly.
Okay, so now you should be able to press the add button again.
Add again.
Press the point, and it should bring up your keyboard again.
Press point.
If it hasn't worked, just start from the beginning. So do TS.
Add and point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, your keyboard's come alive again.
Yep.
Type in there Whiskey 02.
Whiskey 0. Enter.
Okay, and then put that next to. I'm trying to see how it'll look on your screen.
I've got end and I've got LZ01.
Right.
Press the end button or the LZ01 button?
That's a great question now, because I'm thinking it sounds a bit weird, this one. Do LZ01.
Okay.
And hopefully it should go above it.
No, it's gone below it.
Right, okay.
Got end, LZ01, WPO2.
Can you share your screen?
Yep. Stand by.
Okay.
Where are we? Streaming.
Lovely. Okay. Can you zoom in for me?
Can I zoom in for you? Yep.
Yeah, so you. That's. Oh, right. So why is that doing it in that way? Okay, not going to argue with that. Okay, so if you go to add again.
Add again.
And add again.
Add again. Point.
Then L1. Point.
Point.
That's it. Type in your keyboard Whiskey 03.
Perhaps I use QWERTY. Whiskey 03. Enter.
Okay, and then I can't remember what you did before. Did you hit it before? If you zoom into your TSD, your MFD again, and then did you do it on end? I think you did, didn't you? Or did?
I think you said press LZ01.
Right. Okay. Do WP02 then. Click on that button.
And we got.
Okay.
Added it after that. So we got LZ01, WPO2, WPO3.
Okay. So if you just hit the root button now
Root.
for me.
RTE.
Take that off. That's it. There you go. So there's your root. Look.
1, 2, 3.
Yours is reversed to mine, and I think that must be a setting somewhere. But okay, so now you can see you've got a route.
Yep.
Okay, and that's where we're going to fly. So waypoint 2 is the fart, Black Horse fart,
right.
And waypoint 3 is air operation. So now all you'll need to do is basically just follow that flight plan as such. But obviously you follow me, but you'll be able to see roughly where we're going and the distances and everything.
But is there a way to kind of auto follow this route, or?
Yes. So basically now, as you know, if you fly over the waypoints, they should automatically change. So as soon as you lift now, what you can do, because we're on the ground, what you can do now is hit route again.
Route.
On the left, you got the direct button, DIR.
DIR, yeah.
Okay. and then just hit the WP02 on your right hand side.
WP02. Is that
That's
it,
it.
or do I have to store it anywhere?
No, just tap it. That's it. So what that's going to do now, if you hit the root button now,
RTE.
you can see. Brilliant. Yeah, so you circle it, so that's it. You've got a direct route now to Whiskey 02, and you are 31.7 nautical miles away.
Highlighted,
Yeah, okay. And then you can still see then where 3 is and what have you. So what I tend to do now for situational awareness is on the right hand side, can you see the button centre?
Yep.
So I think it's R3, so hit that, so it puts you nice in the middle. And then, if you can you see the T3 button show?
Yep.
Okay, hit that. Okay, and can you see the button on the right hand side? I think it's right for HSI.
Yep.
If you hit that, there you go. That gives you a compass rose all the time around your aircraft. So you've always got a general bearing as to where you are.
Right.
And likewise, if you see a target at your 11 o'clock, or you're told, look, can you turn to 3030, you can quickly look. I know you've got your iHads above you, but this helps give you situational awareness on your map as well. Okay. What we can do as well, can you see down the bottom phase you've got on nav at the moment?
I have.
Okay, so just click that button.
Attack.
That's the attack phase. Now, can you see your route's disappeared?
Yep.
So what you can do, your left 2 button.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it. And that will show it. That will keep that on there. Now, you need the attack phase to be on for any stored enemy targets.
Right.
But again, we'll come to that at a later stage. So I always tend to leave it on that, so it's always handy. Okay. So I think we're pretty well set. Okay.
So how do we get out of this choosing screen with all these?
Okay, just hit the show button again at T3.
Okay, just unbox show, right, okay.
Yeah, that's it, and there you go. And obviously you zoom into your thing. I mean, I tend to have mine around about 25 as a rule.
25 it is then.
Yeah, okay, and there we go.
Do you have a preference? I prefer SAT.
You prefer what, sorry?
Chart type, satellite.
Yeah, what again, it's your preference.
You like to stick to...
hit and miss. Particularly if I've got to do a low approach through valleys and that, then I'll use the satellite and the chart.
Fair enough.
But this is good because it helps you sort of see where the main routes are and everything. If you've got to focus on a road and everything. Okay. So, I'm just finishing my coffee. So I think we've got the aircraft set up. Again, feels long-winded, but you'd rattle through that in 5 minutes in time, honestly. And if you do that digital cassette, the good thing about a digital cassette is you can go on your F10 map, you can pull it up, and you can literally put a pointer over a certain point, create a waypoint, and it saves it all to the cassette, and then you hit the download button and it just loads it up to your aircraft just like that. Right. Really is. It's very intuitive, but that's the latest stage. Let's focus on the basics now. So just finishing my coffee, mate, and we'll be good to go.
So do you have SRS running?
Mm-hmm.
And do you have 1275, 240?
Let's have a look. Yeah, so you have to be careful here because some FARPs, the aircraft have different frequencies.
Right.
And so I don't know if you remember, the ones that we transmit on are UHF, so we need to set that to 250.
UHF 250.
Yeah.
Right, so that's aircraft.
No, com.
Com, sorry. Of course it is.
Yeah.
Stupid thing to say. Right, okay. So you want UHF. UHF is on preset 2. So I've never looked at comms before, so I have no idea.
No, okay. The simplest way with this one is hit your comms button,
I have. I'm on the comms page.
Okay, and then you've got manual, which is B2, bottom 2.
Manual.
Okay, and that brings all your frequencies up there. So then hit the relevant, I think it's L2 button.
UHF. Yeah, and then just type it in, which is
Type it in.
50.
That's it. You don't need to put the zeros in, so just hit enter.
50, enter.
Okay.
On 250, and FM we want 30.1.
30.0.
30.0.
FM1. Yeah.
FM. 30.
Just a few more buildings. Maybe so I can laze him for you. But if you can get him, take the shot, and
All
we'll
of a
try
sudden,
buddy
the
laze
radio
on this
start
other
coming
fella.
live now, so hopefully we can go chatter. And have you got the frequency for FM2
Yeah,
as
just keen to see
30.02?
how far we get a buddy
I
laze
have,
to work.
and
The
you
other
say
one's
that to be
sort of around 13, 14
30.01.
kilometres or more.
30.1.
Well, it can be any frequency that you and your fellow aircraft want to communicate on.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously we're using
yesterday,
Discord.
30.1.
Yeah, 30.1 or something that keeps it simple. So if you want to set it to that, just as a bit of good practice. And the idea behind that then is,
30.1.
okay, is say there's we're flying with another 2 Apaches. We would communicate. Everybody would communicate on the 30. Me and you would communicate on the 30.1, and they would communicate on 30.2, for example, and because what they might peel off and operate slightly different area.
Did you hit him?
Okay.
Something hit him?
So just to confirm now, the radios are going to get a little bit busy at the moment. So if you want to turn them down, you know what, you can turn them down on the comms panel on your right hand side.
Yep.
That much, they go on.
Yeah.
UHF and FM.
Okay.
Yep, they're all down now. And FM.
Cool. Okay. Yeah. So what we'll do? So the FM1 obviously will. I've got them turned down, but I can still hear them just. So just not deafening me out now.
Another
So.
one, he would be approximately 060 for.
Okay. So UHF is down. So. You know, obviously you can then move the cursor up and down to select which radio. Oh, you've got yours on 4-way hat switch, haven't you?
I have.
Superb. That's fine then. So,
I think. Yeah, let's just have a
well, I've got 1 Hellfire left, and it's on 166.
So,
copy 1666.
right, so that's one.
Button I press on
there you
my
go,
4-way
yeah.
hat, I can change the radio, but it doesn't change on my up front panel.
If you turn approximately, it'd be 0.
No, it won't do. Not if you've got a 4-way hat. So
Yeah,
you just have to remember which one's which. Okay.
So can I move that manually with these buttons? At the moment I've got a box next to
copy that, looking in that direction.
127.5. If I wanted to, can I shift that box
You
down?
can do. So you see the RTS button. You can use that to change what. If you've just basically got it like I have, where you only transmit with one button instead of you've got the 4-way hat switch, then obviously I use that. I've got a little roller ball, not a roller ball, like a roller switch that I move my radios up and down with. Okay.
I don't have any
that
of those.
way. Yeah, see, theoretically, what you can do, if you've got, it depends what buttons you've got left, but if you've got something where you can use an up and down button to change the radio, and then just one button then for, because I've got the collective with a trigger on it, I use that trigger as my comms, as my push to talk. Okay, but to be honest, the 4-way is a decent way to start because you've got all your radios on it. Because the one thing even I still forget now is I'll end up transmitting on the wrong frequency. It's not the end of the world on Rotorheads, to be honest, but it's just one of those.
It is one of the most confusing things. Kind of link everything to SRS, and then you voice over IP stuff. So
I've not even looked at that, to be honest. I've stuck with SRS for now. I think it's because it's so established. So
I've got a little. So if I start from scratch, I got a box. I got 2 arrows, VHF. So what does the box mean? Is that what I'm going to be transmitting on?
Right. So No, basically, so the box, that is the data link box.
Right.
So if you press the DL button up and down, that should move.
Right, okay.
Yeah,
That's fine. So
and
that's data
basically, and the data link is obviously what you would use. Now, they have to be preset frequencies, but look, don't worry about that for now.
Yeah,
That's something,
no.
because I don't think it even works on Rotorheads properly at the moment, so... your RTS button then changes your arrow, which on your side it's the left arrow.
Yep.
And can you see the right arrow is probably sitting on VHF at the moment?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, that's basically what the co-pilot or your CPG is transmitting on. Obviously it's George, so it won't move.
Radios, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, and WCA is for that one.
Yeah.
All right. What does WCA change in?
WCA, that is, let's get that right. So, if you hit, can you see the preset button P on the right hand side?
Oh yeah.
If you press that,
that
gives you all preset frequencies, and then to scroll up and down. So it's currently on preset 1. If you scroll, because it won't matter about changing this one. If you use the WCA,
got you.
Okay, and then hit the enter button next to the P.
Yep.
That should change you then to 135.0.
P.
I guess it depends on
which one I'm actually on. Yeah.
Yeah, which are you? If you,
I'm on VHF now, so yes, the second one would be 135. Yeah.
Lovely. Okay, and you notice now it's got pre-2 next to it.
Yep.
So basically, any of your data link channels have to be a set.
Understood.
I don't know why. Even if you're on this, even if me and you now are on the same frequency of 30.1 or 30, you can use your data link on any frequency you like. It just has to be a preset one. That's all. I don't know why. It just does.
Okay.
But okay, so that's a little bit about the radios. Okay, so as I say, we communicate for typical air traffic control on the 250. And again, just very basics. It's just to tell people at a certain thing. So we're at Alpha. So I would just call Alpha traffic. This is ugly 50, 2-ship Apache, lifting, departing VFR to the northeast. So people around Alpha can be looking for us.
Yep.
Rather than just taking off blind. And because it's not a controlled airfield and we don't have ATC at any of the airfields or anything like that, you'll always call it, whatever the location is, traffic. So we're going to Black Horse and we'll refuel at Black Horse at some point or rearm. So when we're approaching, it will be something simple as Black Horse traffic, you'll call Rebel 9, single ship Apache, inbound from the east, rearm, refuel. Simple as that, mate. And you know what? Even if it's something like Rebel 9, inbound from the east, don't even worry about distances. It just helps people in the area know that you're about.
Where to look.
So there's less chance thinking. Okay.
Yep.
So that's the radio. So we've got the TSD set up. I just need to make sure mine is set now. So stand by. Control measure. Black Horse C51. So TSD route direct.
We can change the video and the brightness of the map. Can we change the brightness of the symbology on it?
No. So on the map, the issue is sometimes it's a bit bright. So to have the best visual for the graphic, for the text on it, I have the video turned right down to about just
9 o'clock.
below the video. Yeah, about just below 9 o'clock, and the brightness is about 3 o'clock.
Yep. Okay.
But again, personal preference. But it's just a little. It's not as washed out then. So
the text on it can't be changed. Right. Okay.
no, it can't. No. Okay, so that's done that. So we're still sitting with the APU. I think, sir, we're about good to go. So what we'll do, we'll depart ideally, what you don't want to be doing is taking off above the aircraft in front of you or the helipad in case somebody spawns in. So what I suggest we do is we'll lift and we'll just turn left 90, head out that way a little bit, build up a speed, and then come a 180 right, so we're north of the helipad in front of us, and a nice steady flight, and we'll have a chat as we go along. So we're heading towards, as I say, the first place will be Black Horse. That will be the FARP. Once we overfly that, it should automatically then go to the outpost just to the northeast of that, where there might be something. But what we'll do, we'll get all George set up, and we'll be scanning and looking, just getting you used to, you know, slaving George and looking for targets and everything. Okay. Are you there? Hello?
Now?
Yeah, it's alright. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Every now and again my microphone goes off for some reason, I don't know why.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Turn it back on again.
Okay, so powering up to power levers to fly.
Okay, up we go. So we go back to aircraft. What's happening now?
Did you get the rotor, something like rotor speed low or something like that?
I didn't.
Warning. Oh, sometimes when that happens, if ever you get an engine rotor speed low, it'll automatically go to the aircraft setting. I don't know why it just does, but
no, I switched over just to watch the hell of it.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Okay, so for me now, my preference is, at the moment, as pilot, I've got the left MFD on the video to see what George is looking at, to make sure he's looking at decent things, okay? And my right MFD is set to the TSD with a zoom level of 25.
Range 25, okay, let's do that.
Okay, a little tip for you, and I didn't know this, Dan showed me this one, or no, was it Noisy? You know you've got the arrows up and down for the zoom?
Yep.
Right, so if you press and hold, say the up arrow as an example, just press and hold it for a little bit.
Oh, that's good. I didn't realise that.
Isn't it? No,
yeah,
I didn't.
well spotted.
And then just bottom click to put it back to normal. But if you want a little bit of more precise zoom,
yeah, that's good.
where you're flying, then great. Okay. So at the minute, I think I've got your TSD centered, haven't I?
You have.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
it?
Which is no, center's fine for now.
Okay.
What happens is once you start using the FCR a little bit more, then it's better with the aircraft at the bottom, so you've got a bit more of your arc in front of you. But that's again for a later stage. So I'm trying not to hit you with too much information at the minute. So
TSD on my right MFD, video on the left, but it's black screen. Is that right?
it might be black because it's you see your video button, the video knob. Turn that up a little bit.
Ah, right, yes, I turned it down for, yeah, actually I'm with you.
Yeah, okay. Happy with that?
Perfect.
Okay, APU's off. Aircraft's all set.
Mine will be off, shortly. There we go.
I always forget.
Mine is on, we're four-sighted. Brakes are off.
Okay, so just one thing before you lift. Do you understand the, go back to your aircraft button, whichever, on your right MFD button. If you want.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. And you know you've got the T4 button, performance.
Performance, not really looked at it, no.
Okay, so the two key numbers that you want, or the two bits, can you see the top left box is the hover cue?
Top left is hover, yes.
Yeah, so that's the hover torque. Okay, so what you've got two columns then, you've got IGE and OGE.
Yep.
So what it's saying is, under your current weight of your aircraft and your current load with zero wind, then when you lift in ground effect, now in ground effect is basically within 50 feet of the ground, because that's the diameter of your rotors.
Yep.
Okay, once you go out of 50 feet, then you start to lose the cushion and the in-ground effect, so you need then more power. So it should probably say to you IGE 76%.
76, OG 95.
It's not spot on. Okay. Now, if you've got no wind, then your rotors are just causing enough lift and need that torque. If you've got wind coming into you, say 5 or 10 knots, doesn't matter what direction initially, then you might find that you only need 70%.
Right.
The only time you need to worry, I don't know if it's modelled yet, is if there's a fault or one of your engines is not performing very well. If all of a sudden you're needing 86%, then there's something wrong.
Right. Okay.
Okay, so that's what your performance is. So you can see, but what this helps you with as well is if you wanted to hover, okay, out of ground effect, you would need at least 95% torque.
Right.
So you're starting to put your engines now. Now, obviously, if you were then to go with a full load with rockets as well and full fuel, then all of a sudden your OG might be 105%. So what that's telling you is you can't really hover out of ground effect.
Right.
So you've got to keep
stay
moving.
low and accelerate first.
Exactly, exactly. So basically what we do then, now we just say, right, hover power check, I know we need 76%, going back to TSD, we're going to do a slight lift, about 5 to 10 feet, and your torque should be, let's have a look, yeah, I'm around about 70% in the hover.
Right,
Okay, I'm coming to the left, I'll let you do the same, take your time.
okay, right now.
Alpha traffic, Ugly 5, two-ship Apache departing to the northeast.
Aircraft's armed.
B7's about holding it.
Lovely.
Stop going backwards. Okay. Left. More speed.
Explain. 5 o'clock. Searching.
About 052 or something.
Lovely.
This is actually
Explain. 3 o'clock.
meeting you. This is the first time I've ever flown a helicopter with somebody else.
Is it?
Yeah. People don't just want to get into Tomcats and blow things up, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so I've got you with me. Okay, so I'm just
Am I
going to
following
continue
you?
my... yeah, if you like, for now. We'll go nice and steady. I'll tell you what, I'll let you lead, and we'll just confirm headings and everything. So if you just come right and just start heading in a general direction for your first waypoint.
Okay, keep coming right. 180 degrees to go.
Copy. I'm keeping my speed to around about 60 knots, let you come by.
I'm 75 at the moment. Okay, 55 degrees to round out. Okay, there we go. Oh, yeah, they're already look.
Fab. 2 o'clock. Searching. Fab. 1 o'clock. Searching.
I was sitting in my conservatory having a fag the other day, and I heard this helicopter. I thought he's a bit bloody low, and he landed about 100 yards away. It was an air ambulance, and
Oh wow.
he had to come in support of a road ambulance at somebody's house.
Oh.
So
Yeah,